All right, hey, what's up, y'all? This is part 4 of was segregation more helpful and or harmful? I'm sorry, was segregation more helpful or inclusion more harmful to the black community? And I swear I change the title every time, but y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay? So let me jump back to what I was saying in the last video. Basically, was talking about, the criminology, points of criminology behind segregation for black people, how we are impacted by that as far as the productiveness of our communities, right? Because truth be told, if you really look at it, the fact that there are predominantly black people, not just black males, but black people, black criminals on paper. There are predominantly black criminals on paper is really literally a form of segregation. Why? Because that affects your communities. Because when you're in jail, you're absent. You're not there. When you're in jail, you're absent. You're not there in the community. So how can you help when you ain't there? Number 2, your family is suffering. So that causes a whole ton more problems that affects the community. Because just like one rotten apple spoils the bunch, same theory, right? What they say, we in 6 degrees of separation, right? So I'm gonna see at least 6 people and actually meet and bond with 6 people per day, right? So there's 6 people I have infected, affected, or effected every day. You feel me? So does segregation help or does it hinder? Does inclusion help? Does it hinder? Right? If I may put one more fact. This is a hard fact, but it is a fact. Something to think about. Okay, out of all of the races in this country, the white race, pure white, okay, not mixed white, pure white races are the least likely to have a baby. They're the least likely to progress because they're not having babies at the rate that the other races in this country are. Some may say and have said that the force or the backing of inclusion from the white males, right, was because they did not want to lose their race. They did not want their bloodline to be washed out. But it does dilute ours. And by ours, I mean everyone else that they're mixing with. Again, no shade, literally just a fact. Not even lying. Then we look at Project 2025, right? Where you have mostly Republicans, extremists, pushing Project 2025 and its extremist views. Let's focus on what they're saying. They're targeting LGBTQIA community. Now, if you go back to my last video, did y'all create this problem and now you're trying to fix it? And I'm not calling you a problem, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Why do you have a ban on Muslims? Why are you looking for a war somewhere in the Middle East? Did y'all do something? Did you create a problem somewhere and you're trying to fix it? The fact that your race is not procreating at the rate that they should be procreating to keep up with the other races in this country, is that why you have an abortion ban? Something to think. Now, when we talk about inclusion of the melting pot of Americans, that opens us up to a whole game that we begin to play with the already established laws that are set in place, asking for a seat at the table when we have already built the table, right? Each minority group Even some white minority groups like Italians and Jewish people have come over, and we've all suffered our racist parts of history, right? And of course, black people get it the worst because we still getting it. But we've all came over here. The Asians, the gold rush, right? No niggas, no Jews, no dogs. Remember? Wait, no niggas, no Jews, no y'all remember the sign. Italians came over here. They faced their moments. You know, when Jewish people came over here, they faced their moments. You know what I'm saying? So does inclusion help, or does it dilute us, the original ethnicities, right? Because I look at every community, and I'm not talking about black community, but I look at every community outside of the black, and they all have safe spaces for them to grow, procreate, and build communities that have good resources for their children to come at least 2 generations ahead. In the black community, we are struggling to catch up again for at least 1 generation after us, right? Part 5 coming in a second.